It's 10:28 on a Friday night. Nigel from Nigel's Animal Rescue joins us. Hey, Nigel.
G'day, Simon. G'day, Phil.
And gee, we haven't seen you for ages. You've been up in the high country.
Yes, I went away there over the Christmas period and spent a couple of weeks away, so it was a good break.
Bet you're glad you're not out in the elements right now.
Well, yes, but I'm waiting for the phone to ring. I'm sure there's something's going to happen out there tonight. There's going to be a cat stuck up a tree somewhere. I actually did a cat earlier on, just before I came in here, that's stuck in a roof for 3 days. So we've just gone down to Newport and set up a trap in the roof there to capture him tonight with any luck.
Any more drones and gum trees?
Yes, I've got one myself that's up a gum tree. I've gone out and bought a little drone myself. And
you have?
Yes, yeah, and I got it stuck up the tree, and I can't find it.
Doesn't it beep back to you or something?
Oh, not this one. It's only a little cheap one.
By the way, if you'd like to talk to Nigel of Nigel's Animal Rescue, 96900 693. You have a special guest with you.
I do have a special guest. I'm going to introduce Richard Brown from Pets Practice. He's my producer and my director for the new TV show.
Excellent. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, good to have you along here.
Nice to meet you all.
Now, how did you come across Nigel originally?
Actually, one of your guests that you had on a couple of weeks ago with Nigel, Jo Woolley, we'd filmed down with her at Aquapause.
Yes.
And she does great work down there with the underwater treadmill. We took our vet down and looked at that facility, and she said, "Oh, do you know a guy called Nigel?" I said, "No." So we got in touch, and we've been out filming rescues ever since.
And we're filming right now, I believe.
We are, yes. This hopefully will be in our programme Pets Practice, which goes to air in nationwide, hopefully, but certainly in Melbourne in the first week of March.
That's good to hear. I believe the back of my head comes up really well on camera.
So we've got you back on TV.
No, this
Phil.
isn't my best profile, sadly. But so what do you guys plan to do together?
Well, we've been filming over the last few months now. It's 13 segments for the show.
Yep, 13 episodes
and
of 30 minutes.
I'll be appearing in each episode there with a little rescue or something about an animal down the line. We've still got a few more to film in the next couple of weeks, so it'll be going to air
beginning of March.
And what time slot does it have on in Channel 31?
It's going to be different throughout the states. In Melbourne, it will be 6 o'clock on a Wednesday. In Sydney, it will be 7 o'clock on a Thursday.
You'll be up against Peter Hitch, you know.
Absolutely.
I'll have divided loyalties, won't I?
But this is on Channel 31.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I'm aware of that.
But in all of the states as well, hopefully. We're just waiting for Perth and Adelaide to confirm. But the first series went nationwide, so this is the second series.
Would there be an overseas market, perhaps in New Zealand or Asia?
Hopefully, yes. We'll certainly be looking once it's aired here to see if we can get it overseas.
We'll always promote it for you.
How does a television show like Pets Practice come to be? I don't think someone just wakes up in the morning and says, "Oh, I'm going to start a TV show today."
No, well, if I just go back a stage, Sunset Films is a company I founded 5 or 6 years ago. So following the bushfires, I'd done a lot of underwater filming, but not a lot on land. And a friend of mine was out rescuing...
Handy tonight, by the way.
Yeah. So a friend of mine was out actually rescuing animals that had been affected by the bushfires. And I said, look, you must get some film of this because people need to know what you're doing. So I got involved with Wildlife Victoria and just basically worked for free for them to give them some footage that they could use. And they've used it over and over again. And then other people found that I do this basically for free. So people like Save the Children and a few others have contacted us, and that's how we started as a company.
Have you done TV back in Britain?
No, I really only started this TV series since I've been here.
Okay.
Some of my underwater documentaries have been shown around the world, but not sort of land-based things.
All right. Well, Nigel will get up to some adventures for you, I'm sure, and some escapades.
Yeah, absolutely. But Sunset Films is quite unique because it's me, it's my hobby.
Yes.
But what we do is we ask students either who are looking at media at university or ex-media students to come and work with us to be able to get the skills that they need when they go into media. And unfortunately, a lot of these kids leave university, they haven't got any experience other than university.
I'm just thinking of some of the wonderful rescues you've done, which have missed out on Channel 31 already.
Yeah, there's been quite a few over the years.
Although you have video of some of them.
I've got lots of little videos up on Facebook and, from things I've done previously with other TV shows. I've been on quite a few different shows over the years.
Now you're into Series 2 with Pets Practice.
Yes.
Is there an online presence or is that still to come? Like, is there a website where people can go to watch the old episodes?
Not the old episodes. We have a DVD of the first series, and on Channel 31 they tend to repeat the show each week for the next couple of weeks,
Oh, okay.
as well as it being on air. So that's generally how people can see it.
Well, I think we're going to be putting these episodes up onto YouTube.
Once
So
the series is finished.
Okay.
Once it's finished.
good news.
Yep.
And maybe DVD. I might be able to buy it at JB Hi-Fi or something.
Yep, absolutely.
Now, Queenie wants to talk to you, Nigel.
G'day, Queenie.
G'day there, boys. Phil, Simon and Nigel. I haven't talked to you for ages.
It has been a while, my dear.
Yes, it has, and your friend there. And I just want to tell you a lovely little story about my little great-granddaughter.
Right.
She was picked out to do an ad with a doggy for a vet's clinic insurance. Now, it will be on, I think, probably on computer. I don't know actually whether it's going into a magazine or what, but it's for insurance for your pet.
Right, I'll have to keep an eye out for that.
Yeah, well, her name's Amelia and she's 7. And
That's sweet.
one of my, there's 3 girls in the family. The oldest one says, that would be her, because I was the one that always said wanted to be the actress.
Right.
She doesn't speak in it. She just goes over to this beautiful, beautiful dog, and she does something with him. But I thought that was a lovely little story to put into your animal.
Yes, no, it is certainly, Queenie.
Yes.
Just talking about dogs, I've got a dog at the moment as we speak, sitting here, sniffing and checking me out like you wouldn't believe.
Oh,
He thinks all of his Christmases have come at once, I think, with all the animal smells all over me.
Because he hasn't bathed in a week.
I tell you, Queenie, it's a guide dog, and I've been spoiling her with shortbread creams.
Well, I think you should get some doggy shampoo or something and have a shower.
Who, Phil?
Why me?
I think you need
All
a
right.
shower.
I think I might get that when I get home, when I try to get to my tent, when I go through the moat and the lake
yeah.
that's formed around my tent at the moment.
By the way, Queenie, tomorrow I'm going in search of a golden retriever.
Yes, I know. Phil and I had a retriever when I was a kid. Tell me what I haven't had in the kids. I've had pigeons. I'd have snails if the kids hadn't brought them home.
Now, there's no guarantee I'm going to purchase this lovely lady. Her name is Lacey, but I'm meeting her on Valentine's Day, and it might be love at first sight.
Yes, well, I hope it is in a way, Phil. Not so she would keep him or her till you come back from your next holiday.
Oh, no, I'm always going away somewhere, but I mean, there's always the faithful Edna to take care of Lacey. But I don't know if I want to inherit a dog that's already 2 years old. She'd be very set in her ways. I might be better getting a pup. Mind you, if I get a pup that lives to be 15, when I'm taking him or her around the block, I'll be 90. You know,
We'll keep you fit.
Yeah, exactly. Now, Phil, Nigel, we've got to take a break. I bumped into Nigel today, and whilst I was with him, he took a couple of calls, which intrigued me, so I want to ask Nigel some questions on the other side of this. 20 to 11 on 3AW. Nigel is here from Nigel's Animal Rescue. In a studio with him, a guest, Richard, who runs... Nigel's just moved into shot, so I can say... Pets Practice. Sorry, I've got a shocking memory. Richard, Pets Practice... Getting a TV show up and running, you'd need staff. It would be quite an expensive operation, I would imagine.
It is, yeah, and it's very difficult to do if you're not one of the big networks. So we do it basically all ourselves. You know, we try to get sponsors, but if we don't, I basically fund it myself.
Yeah.
But as for the people, and the people who work on the show are all volunteers. They're all ex-students from media or people that are still at university, to try and give them a level of experience. So we have all the best equipment. They come and learn. They spend a lot of time on the programme, and at the end they get their credits on the TV show, they get the name on the DVD, and generally when they want to go for an interview, I can write them a letter to say this person has worked the camera, and we try to get them to do something of everything on the show so that they're generalists and not specialists.
Yes.
So we can say, yeah, this person's worked on this 13-week national TV show, and 4 or 5 of them now have got jobs in the media,
Which is perfect. And as you say, if they've got a credit on a DVD, to be able to walk in and say, yeah, I helped make
it's something
this.
really physical, and you can show them that. And say,
Can you
my
buy
name's
this
on-
first series in
You
shops?
can, yes. So we've got a website. Sunset Films is the not-for-profit company, and then Pets Practice as a website, as well as we're very active on Facebook. So yeah, they can buy the first series, and we'll be selling that as well.
Richard Brown, special guest of Nigel Williamson.
Thank you. Thanks for coming in, Richard.
I thought
there.
you might want to ask a couple of questions.
Oh, a couple of questions. Oh, okay. We've actually got 4 presenters on the TV show.
That's right, yep.
There's Dr. Kevin.
Yeah, he's our vet.
He's your vet.
Yeah. So Lisa Williams is our lady presenter. She gets out and about and goes and finds fascinating, interesting stories and interesting pets. She's gone out and she's done sled dog racing.
Oh, yes.
You
I
had trouble-
did that with
Yeah,
Phil.
I did have trouble with it.
You had trouble saying that like I just had trouble trying to say pets practice.
That's right. And we've been out, and she's been on horseback and all those sorts of things. Then there's your good self, who we'll talk about in a second. And then we also have Julia Kinghorn, who's a very well-known dog trainer. And each week on the show, we have a trick that you can train your dog to do in a TV break or something like that. So at the end of the show, you should have 12 tricks that you've mastered.
All right. Now, is it at the moment? It's Channel 31. Is it Wednesday
Channel
night
31,
at 6?
Wednesday night at 6 from the 2nd of March.
Okay, no, we'll watch out for that.
Great.
And you're lucky to have Nigel on board.
Yeah, he's done really
He
well.
is really, the new Steve Irwin and Rex Hunt all in one.
He is. So certainly when you
that.
see Nigel up a tree, I mean, you're trying to film, and we put cameras on his head. We
not
put
his
cameras
best
on his
angle,
chest.
is it?
Oh, when he comes upside down, that's probably not one. That's where
Yes,
we have to edit that out.
Yeah, he fits the GoPros on my head and on my chest, and I have them sticking off the back of my head and all sorts of places.
Thanks for bringing Richard in tonight.
No, thank you.
And give us your number if anyone's in trouble and needs a rescue.
Yeah, for any animals that need a helping hand up trees or walls, or especially with possums in roofs or rat baiting, 0427 533 083.
Now, Nigel, I bumped into you today whilst I was with you. Well, you bumped into me because you came to my house. But
Yes.
whilst I was with you, you received a couple of calls, including a lady ringing from Queensland with a possum problem. So you're not quite able to help her out. But possum problems, widespread, it's a specialty of yours?
Yes, it certainly is. I get calls from all over Australia, but obviously I can't attend to them all, but I do give out a lot of advice and I solve a lot of problems over the phone. I can help people and tell them, get them in the right direction of what they need to do to be able to help the animal. So it's not just locally in Melbourne.
And what would you say your other big specialty is? What's the thing that you get more requests to do than anything else?
Oh, it's probably possums, getting them out of people's roofs and chimneys.
And bedrooms at 3 in the morning.
Yes, I have been out to Phil's place, and I've been to Peter Hitchener's place as well, and there's quite a few other personalities in Melbourne that I've met over the years.
You have. Give us your phone number again.
Whilst
042
Phil clears his throat. Sorry, go again.
0427 533 083, and you can always find me on Facebook at Nigel's Animal Rescue, and you can follow my little videos that I pop up there almost daily.
Richard, nice meeting you. Good luck
Thanks
to
very
both of
much.
you.
Thank
and
you.
we'll be watching out for you on Pet